Hello, welcome to Third Eye Chakra practice. Join me as we sit for a few minutes, bringing ourselves into the whole chakra system, the energies coming up through the body from manifest to unmanifest. The third eye is called Ajna, the chakra of light and color. And so we'll go through the colors of all of the chakra energy vortexes, beginning with the earth down at the base of the spine and the groin. Breathe into that earth rootedness, that sense of belonging, of being part of the earth. Red, the color of lava, molten iron, the blood of birth. There are many colors that are imagined for these chakras, and I'm giving you one suggested set of colors. Bringing the hands up between the navel and the groin. The water chakra, a place of passion, orange or coral, perhaps the sun setting across the water. Then bringing the hands up to the fire chakra, between the lower ribs, the place of sun, yellow and gold, visualizing an orb of glowing light. And then bringing the hands up to the heart chakra, the place of green, air, photosynthesis, compassion. A green orb of light spinning there. Hands up to the throat chakra, this vibrating space, the blue of the sky. Then bringing the fingertips up to the third eye between the two eyebrows. Ajna, the place of indigo. Imagine an indigo orb of light spinning there. Indigo, the color of in between night and day, day and night. Here we can rest in uncertainty, ambiguity, a place that's full of all possibilities. The mudra here, bring palms together, let the thumbs come out, and the tips of the thumbs come to the third eye. And just hold this as long as is comfortable for you. Inviting the breath to flow in through the third eye. That place of light, of illumination that connects with the pineal gland. That gland is very sensitive to diurnal rhythms, the producer of melatonin. So this is a place of light and shadow, of inner vision. The seed sound is Om. And so we'll say Om now 3 times. Inhale. Om. Om. The affirmation here, I let go into light. I see with inner vision. We'll say that 3 times to yourself or aloud. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. Let the hands come down onto the thighs. This chakra includes the eyes and the sinuses, the brain. We'll roll the eyes back and forth now. Let the eyeballs roll up and then down in a vertical line, looking up and down. 3 more times, up and down. Then close the eyes, rest for a moment in the shadows. Open to the light. Bring the eyes to the lower left corner of the eyes and bring them up to the right top corner and back down. Lower left to upper right and return. Then 3 more times. Rest the eyes, come into the shadow. Open to the light. And this time we'll go up to upper left and lower right, back and forth. One last time. Rest the eyes, come into the shadows. Opening the eyes, bring the eyes over to the left, then arch them up and over to the right corner, then back across the midline, left, arch up and over to right, back across midline. 3 more times. Rest the eyes, come into the darkness. Then opening the eyes, again, eyes to the left, arch them down to the bottom of the eye and then over to the right corner and across the midline. Left, arch down and across, right and over midline. And 3 more times. Seeing with this wide perspective, able with this clear inner vision to see things from various points of view. Let the eyes rest. Then a full circle, bringing the eyes over to the left corner and circling round up and over to the right and down and around. Up and over and down and around. And 3 more times. And then resting the eyes for a moment. We've moved from grounded to groundlessness, into space and light, into wide awareness, the connection of all things. Bring one forefinger to the third eye and the other forefinger to the bottom of the skull, in the middle, in the back of the neck. This line, this diagonal line, breathe through it. This traces the directionality, the energy through the brain of this third eye chakra, the chakra of light and dark. The Greeks said it was the seat of the soul. Yogis said, when this lotus dwells, if you dwell in this lotus, you are open to the subtle mind. The yogi is all-knowing and all-seeing, able to look at things from all perspectives. In this chakra energy, we gain insight and illumination. And we're able to see clearly with an inner vision. And letting hands come down. If you have anything tall underneath you, move it aside, and you might want to come down with hips on a blanket. We'll do a side bend, lifting up with one arm, sliding out with the other, opening through the lateral aspect of the body, stretching out, opening our bodies and opening our minds. Coming into a larger self that goes beyond the limits of body and mind. Then coming back to middle, hands are on knees, bring the hand to the opposite knee and the other hand behind for an easy twist around. Pausing for a moment, lifting arms, bringing them around, and twisting to the other side. One more time in each direction. Looking from behind the eyes and doing each posture from inside the body, inside the mind, with clarity. And come back through center. Bring the feet out wide in front of you and hands back behind. Opening up the hips with windshield wiper legs. Relaxing as one hip rises and then the other. Let the arm join in, enjoying the momentum of the arm as it comes around. The next time you come around, weight in the back hand and bring the knee, the back knee up under you. Top leg reaches out and top arm reaches up. You might bring the foot and hand back a little farther to open up farther through the lateral and front side of the body. Imagine yourself opening to the light. Then letting hips come down. We'll come around to the other side. Open up. Hand and foot might come back. Breathing fully up through all of the chakras. Energy moving through physical body. And opening up the more subtle, energetic body. Come down onto the hips. We'll begin with what would be a sun breath, inhaling as arms come up to the sides, reaching out. As you come up, bring the palms together, and as you exhale, bring the thumbs back to the third eye with the third eye mudra. Extend up through the sternum, inhaling up through the crown. Bring the inner throat up to the back of the skull in that lock that brings the prana up into the upper chakras. Release. Hands come down. Inhale out. Exhale back to the mudra. Inhale, lift up through sternum, lift up through crown. Lift up through the inner throat, up to the back of the skull, then hold. Exhale. One more time. Lift up. Pull the prana up into the third eye. And release down. We'll come to a lying position. Release down into the mat. Imagine your body rooting down into the earth. Then spreading arms out horizontally from the shoulders, knees bend above the hips. Let the knees fall to one side, hover above the earth, come back up and over to the other side. back and forth. One more time in each direction, feeling this through the arms, through the sides, through the hips, and come back through center. Extend the legs out and bring a belt or strap if you have them, otherwise just to give some support with your hands to the leg. Bring the right leg up, extend the foot up towards the ceiling, little softness in the knee or maybe a lot, whatever suits the body you inhabit. Relaxing down through the hips as you push up towards the ceiling. Then taking both strands of the strap in the right hand, left hand out to this side, open up to the right. Feel the largeness of the body, opening to the light. Then inhaling that leg back up, switching hands, and bringing that right leg over to the left across the midline. Breathing softness into the side of the leg. Inhale back up. Remove the strap if you have it and bring the leg down. Left leg extends up. Push up. Draw down gently with the strap or hold the leg behind with the hands. Relax down through the jaw and the shoulders, the back of the neck, the brain. Then holding both strands of the strap, left leg comes out to the left, stretch out through the hips, through the chest. Let breath be big and generous. Inhale the leg back up. Change hands, and left leg goes over towards the right, across the midline. Bring that leg back up. The belt or strap can go aside. Knees come bent up above the hips, hands come behind the head, supporting it, and elbows are wide. Let one leg come out straight, the other one up to the chest, strong through the belly muscles above the pelvic bone, drawing in through pelvic floor, taking care with the lower back. Feet can always come up a little higher or a little lower, calibrating them to just where the body is at. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the head come down. Bring the feet so they're just a little bit below the buttocks. Cross the right thigh over the left thigh. Lift the feet and bring the hands down to catch the legs or ankles. Enjoying that inner rotation of the legs as they come into eagle legs. Then letting the feet go so that the hands, if you have the right leg over, the left arm is going to be under the right arm, wrapping around each other. Maybe backs of palms come together, maybe the fingers come into the palms. Let the elbows come up towards the sky. Then lifting the head, elbows and knees come together for 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. Left thigh wraps around right thigh. Lift the feet. Stretch the ankles or shins back. Relax through the hips. Then right arm passes under left arm, wrapping the arms round each other, lifting the elbows up to the sky. Head lifts for 3, 2, and 1. Unwind. Feet are still just a few inches below the buttocks. Arms are along the sides. We'll come into bridge, starting with a moving bridge. Press into the feet. Lift up with strong glutes. Arms come up over the head, reaching up. And come back down. One more time. This clearer vision of ajna, or the third eye, allows us to see habitual patterns that we are not always able to see. As we calm and have this inner vision, we see the habitual patterns that sometimes block us. Press into the feet, lift the hips, tuck the shoulders, weight in the tops of the arms, hands clasp under the buttocks as it rises. Maybe tuck the shoulders a little bit more, room in the throat to breathe. The third eye reaching up towards the light. Rumi wrote, "It is not so much to seek for love. We don't just seek for love, but rather we try to find and seek for that which is blocking us. What are the barriers to our love?" And relax down. And our inner vision helps us to see that. Bring one knee in and let the other one come straight up. Relax down through the hips, up through spine, shoulders, jaw, and eyes. Breathing the diaphragm down into the belly. Switch legs, other leg comes up. Clearing digestion, which relates directly to the health of the brain. And then bringing legs down, we'll roll over and come into a tabletop position. Hands are directly under shoulders and knees under hips. Let the stomach sink and heart roll forward. Exhale as the back of the heart opens up towards the sky. And continue loosening up the spine. The Buddhist monk Dogen speaks of the inherent interconnection. I came to realize, he said, I came to realize clearly that the mind is nothing but mountain, water, sky, and stars. And come back to neutral. Let the hands come a little bit farther forward, and we'll come forward, then bringing the hips back to the side, across the heels and over to the other side and forward. 2 more times round, letting the body flow, letting the mind flow. And back around 3 times. Coming into that bare inner awareness. Now we'll come down into a prone position. Bring the arms along the sides, palms up. You might have your chin on the mat. Stretch back through the right leg. Stretch, stretch, so you feel it through the lower back. Then lift it up for 3, 2, and 1. Lay that down. Stretch back through left leg. Lift for 3, 2, and 1. Now bring the hands, if this feels all right for you, with hands clasped behind the neck. Lift up through head, shoulders, and arms and legs. Hips are anchored, and come down. Come up once again. Let the arms be in any way that works for you. And come down once again. One last time, lifting up. 3, 2, and 1, and come down. Rest the cheek on the back of the hands. Coming into awareness, asking yourself, what in life might be blocking clear vision? What obstacles can be put aside? Then lifting the head and bringing the hands under the shoulders, coming up onto knees. Let the forearms come down onto the mat with clasped hands. We're coming up into dolphin. You can stay on your knees here, or you can tuck your toes and let hips come up. Let the heart and the throat chakra and the third eye chakra come down to connect with the earth, making a circle of energy. One last inhale and exhale here. Let knees come down. Hands come a little bit farther out in front of shoulders. Tuck toes and come up into down dog. Let the eyes be towards the mat, coming into the shadow of this posture. Feeling the posture from the inside out. Knees can be soft, stretching back through the spine. Breathing from the third eye down, back through the hips. Perhaps paddling the legs. Coming into down dog. Then bring the weight into the left foot. Bring the right foot back behind the left foot over to the side. Bend the left knee in a kind of curtsy as the right foot's back behind the left and to the side. Then coming back up, plant the right toes and the left toes come back behind the right. Bend the right knee back into a curtsy and bring it back around. Come forward into plank. Knees can be down or up. Feel the energy going down from shoulders through hips, out through the heels. Then elbows close in, come down into Sphinx. Forearms are under shoulders. Fingers are spread, anchoring down through hips. Shoulder blades relax down. And if you'd like to join in with the affirmation once again, I let go into light. I see with inner vision. And say it softly or loud. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. I let go into light. I see with inner vision. And letting the torso come down, we'll press up into a lunge. Well, let's press up into a downward dog and then we'll come into a lunge. So coming up again into downward dog, bring the left foot under the hips, right leg reaches up, press down into hands and into foot, up with that foot in the air, bend the knee, arch the back, bring the foot up just as much as you can. Then we're going to stretch back through the heel of the left leg in a stretch that opens the front of the hip. Back knee comes down, roll over the right heel, hands come back, and bow down just to the extent that is right over the right leg, feeling the opening through the back of the right leg. Then coming forward, once again, tucking the toe, knee is up and long through that back leg. The right hand comes inside the right foot, perhaps on fingertips or palm, and open up towards the left. The upper arm pressing against the knee here. Release and come down. Let the knee come down in the back, but it's still back from the hip. Rise up, hands on the front knee. Arch the arms up. Hands might be parallel on this first time up. Raising up the gaze towards the light and coming down. Then once again, palms parallel or perhaps steeple fingers as you reach your gaze up. Hafiz says, I carry gifts today from the kings of fish, beasts, birds, and angels. And bring the hands back down. Bring the knee a bit forward in the back so that your left knee is right under the hips and the right knee is right over the ankle. Bring the arms out to the sides. And we'll do a side bend here just as much as works for you, challenging the balance. Hafiz says, I carry gifts today from rivers, seas, fields, stars. One more time on each side. And from every soul that will ever be. One last time on this side. Then bringing hands back to the waist, perhaps then bringing them forward to the knee and standing on that back foot. So somehow getting yourself back into a knee up lunge, a fairly high lunge here. And your heel might be up in the back or it might be down. Orient your hips towards the front of the mat. We're going to breathe the arms forward, then open the arms as if you're opening the drapes or curtains of your window and looking out into the light in the morning. Bring the hands with an exhale over the eyes, coming into the dark, the shadow. Then once again, opening forward, inhaling in the light, opening the third eye, and bringing the hands over the eyes with an exhale. And come down. We'll come back down to the mat and back into downward dog. Stretch back once again through the spine, through the sides of the body. Energy coming in through the internal arms and the internal legs, all towards the hips, coming back towards that wall behind you. Bring the weight into the right foot, raise the left foot up, then bending that knee, arch the back and bring it through. Hands on either side of the left foot, the right foot stretches back. Feel the energy coming back through the heel, opening in the front of that hip. Back knee comes down, roll over left heel, and bow down over the left leg. Extend out through the crown. Those energies of the chakra system braiding up through the vortexes of energy all the time. Then coming forward, bring the left hand inside the left foot, opening up towards the right in a twist. Turning towards intuition. Bring the right hand down. Let that knee, the right knee, remain back from the hip a bit as we rise up, press down through the front foot and the back knee and the back foot, the front of the foot. Inhale as arms rise, gaze up, scissoring the thighs together for strength. And coming back down. And then perhaps steeple fingers as we come up once again. Beloved, let us know what light first saw and said when it discovered you. And come back down. Now bring the knee, the right knee, right under the right hip, left knee over the left ankle. Bring the arms out to the sides. And once again, we'll challenge ourselves with side bends as we're in this knee down lunge. Light leaped and swooned in such a wonderful laughter that light became this earthen floor and sky. Then bringing hands to the waist, we're going to come up. Maybe your hands are on your knee to give yourself some support as you come up into a knee up lunge. That front knee right over the ankle. Heel might be up in the back or down. Breathe the arms forward. Inhale as you open the curtains to the morning light. Exhale as you come in to the depth of indigo. Open. Inhale the light. Throw wide the tavern doors. Now is no time to sit still and cover the eyes. Bring the hands back and bring the feet together. The poem ends, "For nothing but a great clamor of joy and music can make any sense today." A lovely poem by Hafiz. Bringing the feet wide, we're going to do an easy twist. Start with the hips, moving back and forth, the heel rising up. And as the hips move, the arms lazily wrap around the body. We actually see light, not matter. We see different versions of the same thing, pictures that all hold the whole together. But our sight is really a combination of images, like a hologram, with each part holding the whole. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet a little closer together, right under the hips. Hands come so that the backs of the fingers are on top of the skull and the palms are facing upwards. Inhale up towards the sky. Exhale back down. Inhale up. Knees might bend a little bit as you push up through the sky. And exhale down. Palms continue to stay up. Just grow into the light here. Open to the energies of the universe. We're each a hologram of universal energies enfolded in the cosmic medium. And one more time, up and back. Let the hands come down. Feet come just a little wider apart. Inhale, arms up, gaze up. Exhale, knees and hips are soft as hands come down towards the earth. Inhale, hands to shins. Press on the shins, elongate through the spine. Exhale, down. Inhale as you sweep the arms up and come into steeple fingers. Ground down through the feet. Inhale up through the fingers and then exhale over. Inhale up and exhale over. And up. One more time on each side. Now keep your steeple fingers. Let the right foot come forward and the left foot come back. Imagine that there is a laser beam coming up through all of your chakra energies, coming out through your fingers, and with the clarity of the third eye, coming across the ceiling, down across the wall in front of you, across the floor, down into the earth. Little softness in that front knee, strong in the belly as you bring it back up. Keep some weight in the back foot. And one more time, laser beam with clarity seeing all. And lift back up. Bring the hands back around to the waist as you shift feet and left foot comes forward. Make your laser beam fingers once again. Lift them up and exhale. Weight in both feet as you come across the horizon down into the earth. And up. Feel the energy of your body, the energy of your mind, the energy of your spirit. And bring the arms down around and feet together. Make your feet quite wide. Arms come out to the sides. One hand comes down to the opposite ankle and open up. Open through the shoulder, up to the sky. Come up around to an upright position and down to the other side. Opening up in all directions and coming up to center. Come into cactus arms. Let feet come to 45 degrees. Knees come out towards the feet as we come down into goddess. Tailbone coming down to the earth. Inhale up. Exhale down. We'll do that 2 more times. We each hold the whole within us. We each hold the whole within us. Then let the hands come down to the knees, feet come with toes a little forward, and then lunging back and forth. The yogis imagine this chakra as a lotus with 2 petals, with a blue pearl in the middle. So this blue pearl you can imagine as your third eye, shaped through years and years of struggle into a perfect beauty. And coming back through center. Bring the feet together under the hips. Imagine that you are pulling the bow of a string across your chest, elbows out to the side. The other hand can be palm forward, or it can have one finger up and thumb out. Push the wooden part of the bow out, exercising the sight of your 2 eyes and looking from behind through the sight of your inner vision. We'll switch, and the right hand will pull the string across. Left arm reaches out. Lift up through the crown. Let the subtle energy flow freely through the body, up into the third eye. Then bringing that arm in, we're going to do some pranic breathing. So bringing the hands back into that third eye mudra with the thumbs against the third eye. Inhale deeply, energy from the sky, from space, through the third eye and all the senses into the brain. Exhaling out of all the senses in the third eye. And continue with that deep pranic breathing, invigorating the brain. Feel the electrical flashes of prana. And when you come to a stopping point, bring your hands down. We're going to do an eagle balance now. Actually, more than a chair, a block, or just the mat behind you will be helpful here. So if you have a block, You might put it beside your foundational foot on the outside. If not, your toe can just come to the earth as well. So block or earth, it doesn't matter. Bring your hands to your waist, cross one leg over the other, tight around. That tightness helps you to be firm here. And toe might be on block or floor, or it might be back behind you. Spread the arms out. And the arm that is opposite the top leg, the arm that's opposite the top leg comes under and around, wrapping the arms around each other, stretching out through the elbows. Let the eyes reach out towards the horizon. Both eyes seeing in their own way. Imagine that blue pearl, beautiful, shining luster in your third eye. And then opening up and unwinding. Perhaps if you have a block, bringing that over to the side. Crossing the other leg over the thigh. The foundation leg bends a little bit here. Tailbone comes down towards the earth a bit. Arms reach out. Opposite arm of the top leg comes under and around. Feel the shoulder blades separating in the back. And bring the attention to that third eye. A thumb might even come against that third eye if that works for you. Bringing your attention into that intuition, illumination. Unwind and come back. If you had a block there, take it aside. Bring the feet wide. Bend the knees out towards the toes, and the toes are out at about 45 degrees. Then bring the arms up, palms coming together, up through all the chakras, up to the third eye. Legs straighten, come around, squat down. Bring the energy subtly up through the body. And one more time. And bring the arms around. Now we're going to do a warrior 3. So if you have a chair in front of you, it can be a support for your arms as you come forward. Measure your distance back behind that chair so that your arms will come on the chair. You don't have to use the chair, but a possibility. Arms are tight along the body as the back leg comes up. Stretch back through the heel, stretch forward through the crown. And then bring the arms out and forward using a chair or your own balance. Stretch through the whole mudra system of the chakras. Breathing from the foot to the crown to the fingers. And then soft through the knee. Come back. And we'll do the other one. Raising up with the back leg, arms tight along the side, coming to a strong line between crown chakra, root chakra, and then bringing the arms forward, connecting with the inner essence. Breathing, opening the third eye, and then soft through that knee, come back. We're going to come into warrior 2 now. Arranging your body into warrior 2 position with your heel right in front of the arch of the back foot at 32 degrees. And then grounding down into the roots of the earth, opening up through the chest, the heart chakra, open, fingers reaching out to each side, gaze over the front fingertips. We're going to come up into Dancer, painting a rainbow of the energy of light up through the sky. Come back through Warrior Two. Paint the rainbow once again. Looking up into all the colors, to all the light, and coming back through Warrior Two. Then hands come to waist, feet shift around. Come into Warrior Two on the other side. Find your stance, ground down. Open through groin, open through shoulders, reaching out. Painting your rainbow, or perhaps lifting that blue pearl from the ocean up to the sky. And one more time. And come back. Hands come to waist and feet toe heel together. We're going to do a tree balance before we end here. The tree seeming to be a very good example of bare awareness in our world. So again, if you'd like your chair near you, feel free. Let the foundation leg be the one near the chair. Turn the knee to be open. Heel might come against ankle or calf or up against the thigh. Find your place here. Strong through that foundation leg. Focal point in front of you. Perhaps your branches open into that bare awareness of rooting down and lifting up. Release and come down. Move the chair if you would like to use it on the other side. Ground down through the foot, lift up through the body. Turn the hip out. Find the place for the foot. Focusing the third eye. Be the light. And release down. We'll come down into a sitting position. Extend the legs out in front of you. Coming into Dandasana. Opening along the backs of the feet and the legs, up through glutes, long through spine, up through the chakra, the crown chakra, which we will come to next week, which opens us up completely to the universe. Coming into the ajna, third eye mudra once again, with thumbs into the third eye. Inhale up through crown, exhale forward, knees soft. Inhale up, exhale forward. And one more time, inhale up, exhale forward, soft knees, just as far as you would like, strong in the belly. Coming into the truth of the inner eye. Inhale back up, and we'll come to a lying position. Closing the eyes or letting them be soft so that the inner eye can be open. Relaxing down through forehead, the top of the skull, the back of the skull, the back of the neck, the eyes, the sinuses, ears, nose, and jaw. Then bring the left foot up beside the right thigh. Hips go over to the left just a bit. Left foot goes on right thigh, and right hand gently draws the left knee down. The left arm reaches out behind. Gaze might be up or back towards the left. Let go through the hips, the glutes, the groin. Release and unwind. Right foot comes up and left foot extends out. Hips go over to the right a bit. Right foot goes up on left thigh. Gently draw the right knee across. Right arm goes out from the shoulder, finding a comfortable twist position. Turning the third eye. Opening. Releasing everything into this twist. Into the energy body. The prana of this spinning energy within us and outside us. And release that knee. Come back into a restful position. Shoulders and hips comfortable, the back of the head. Feel release through that spinning red orb of the earth chakra. The coral of the water chakra. Balanced, always moving. Soften up through the low kindling of the fire chakra between the lower ribs. Courageous, determined. Bringing that fire up into the heart chakra, softening through lungs and heart. Into that place of the unstruck sound. Coming up into the vibrating space of the throat chakra. Relaxed, open to the vibrations of listening, speaking, the cosmic vibration. Bringing the softness up into the third eye. Open with the natural light that is part of us, each of us. It spontaneously opens to the world. Lengthen the breathing and bring some movement to fingers and toes. Wrists and ankles turn, coming back into the everyday world. Give the knees a hug. Cherishing the light, the illumination, sharing it out. Then rolling over, we'll come up to a brief sitting position. May we be healthy and safe. May we be open and spacious. May we see ourselves with inner vision. And may we bring light to the world. Namaste. Thank you for practicing. So good to be with you all. Hey,
Thank
Brian.
you.
You're
Thank
welcome. Hi, Paula, Mary. See you the next time.
Bye-bye, Nancy.
Bye-bye.